Good morning. Welcome to Satsang. You can never be lost as your real nature. You can never, it's never lost. It's always there. What can happen is, I wanted an example, something like still, okay, this, okay, this is a glass, so that's myself. And so is the mind. The mind covers that. When you don't know it's there, you search in all places. Okay. Once you got a glimpse, for some reason, you know that it's here. But you still think, oh, it's veiled by when I go with my mind. But that's because you look from the place of before. Otherwise, if you see it from where you are, it's never veiled. You are just engaged with the mind, but you will not search who you are. Now, because of the glimpse, at least, even if you know it's covered by your mind, you are not going to search for it. You know it's there. When you know you hide your treasures, you will not go and forget and, oh, where is it? You know very well it's there, but nobody sees. I don't see also, it's covered. I mean to say we have a bit to be careful with the words we use, because it implies immediately a concept or an image, which will be fake, sure. I have absolutely no idea if I am clear. If not, please ask. It's just to insist that you have not to search for who you are. And that's the meaning of this indication. Don't practice, don't do this and that. It is just to really say very directly, very radically, it will not be found or seen by the mind. You are it. That will never be objectified, and when it's objectified, it is its expression. It's very simple, isn't it? Whenever you have an experience or you can express anything, let it be, it's unknown. It's an expression of what is. So you have absolutely not to search who you are. It is here. You are it. You are it. And it's huge. It will last for 2 satsangs. And in time, so in the mind, you can, some people are more or less engaged, but that's not a choice, it's not under control. it doesn't mean anything regarding who one is. So, I don't know what to say more. Please inspire me. It must be an inspiration, no?
To what you say, I added in my mind, the mind is itself a manifestation. How you say it?
Yeah, sure.
Projection. No, what was the word you used? Expression. Thank you. So the difficulty is an expression is searching for the thing itself. So it's even harder.
Yeah, if he never heard this,
yeah.
Otherwise, why should he continue that?
No, it shouldn't. I mean, it's even harder because it's itself an expression, so it can't.
But that's why it's impossible.
Yes.
Yeah. So, the chapter is open. Now you hear this, but in case it is not your fact, please ask questions. I tell you, everything does it, nobody knows what does it. So it can be through anything, huh? But don't exclude also to ask questions, even if you know it's not through the mind. But you see, one can be stuck in the mind, believing so. So it's very important to not to be fixed with an idea.
Is the direct environment of people...
Is what?
Sorry for my English.
No, it's...
Is the direct environment of people can help to realize?
It can be a support to show that you are not the only mad one. In a way, it's called take the surrounding which correspond to your interest. It helps in that way.
So maybe being in a sangha can help, but maybe it can be a trap.
Of course. Both.
Maybe it could be a trap.
Yes, both. Both is there. Sure.
So.
But it's for everything, it's like this, in duality. Hmm? And I didn't say it's the only way to have a life. You can develop tremendous strength, and when you are not in a sangha also, even though it may look more difficult, because of that you'll develop maybe a stronger strength that you may not have if you live all the time with a sangha, with the guarantee that you are in the good place and so you can sleep a bit. Depends for everybody. Why not, Atmananda? I'm sure you have something nice to say.
Nothing to say.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Yet, in this, to continue the subject of the surroundings, I highly recommend when you find that a place or a satsang which fits you to spare at least once in your life a bit more time to be physically in that place. It's not explainable, but you see the mind has been so much in power that if you go back immediately to your surroundings of the past, there is more risk to again believe in its power. Anyway, it's just a remark.
Ganga.
Hi. Yeah. Anyway.
So with the example of the glass, and you said if you continue to look from the same place, you still see mind.
Yeah. See mind.
Mm-hmm. So glass is here, but if you keep looking, you still see mind. So is there another place to look from?
You can always look from where you already are, no? No?
Is it looking then?
Oh, I see. I don't care what it is. You don't care anymore. That's why you don't care if you are lost or not, because it's just a talk of the mind. So where do you place yourself? Tell me.
There's some capacity just to just return the attention,
Withdraw the attention. Yes, okay.
and then it's just this resting.
Yes. but you know that, you have that experience. So it's because it is in the mind still. You see, the mind, generally speaking, we live the mind in a common way, with objective mind. But with investigations and spirituality, we may have experiences of the other side of the coin, which is the absolute, the emptiness, the rest. And why I say so is because it's still an experience, and that's why it comes and goes. So the wrong idea is to believe that that which looks so true, because it's a background, can become one day a permanent experience. And it cannot be, because it is in the mind still. There is still an owner of it, or a doer. You see. So, just see that it is still the mind. Whenever it comes, welcome. When it goes, well gone. It's the mind. But from where you see that now? And don't try to say it. You are it.
Yeah, I try to see it.
Yeah, but that is because you don't want to lose your existence. You see, it's a bit like that. So that's what I say. You hook at the non-existence, at the absolute. But do you see that there is still someone or not there? But then it's too much, that someone is too much. That's why you still search.
I agree.
Ah, okay. So you do whatever you like now. You can remain a seeker if you like, or you free yourself to be a seeker. Now you know the trick. You are free to do it or not.
I don't know anything that isn't mind.
That's right. In the domain of knowledge and unknowledge, it's the mind. That's why you cannot possibly grasp what you are. And those experiences of unknown, let's say, it's for a moment ungraspable. Unhappily you know it, so there is still someone, and that's why it will not be permanent. And it is not only that aspect also. You cannot describe, you see. It's not that you get the experience of undescribability that it is it. No, you cannot describe because nobody can enter here. So whatever is experienced is an expression of that. But you cannot exclude an experience being unreal and the other one real. In experiences, nothing is more real. Where do you hear that?
Where did I hear that?
Yeah. I hope not with your mind. Because with your mind you must have heard it hundreds of times and it doesn't work. You get it? You get that whatever conclusions, convictions, or doubts you have, it is a play in the mind. So it's a play. It is, don't trust that. Don't make what it is presented an absolute conviction of something. I mean that. It's a play. Here, keep quiet. Here, keep quiet means whatever comes in the mind, finally, don't go there for once. Don't go there, even if it suggests you the realization of the self. Hmm? Where did you land? You give that to him, but it's not finished. Unless you convince me.
Good morning.
Good morning.
When you talk about this example with the glass and the thing, yes, exactly. You talked about this glimpse, and then in this moment I felt really the heat inside of me, and then was a question coming up: is it really a glimpse needed to understand this, or I don't know, not understanding, but I have no words for this, because you explain it. And for me, it's also quite clear what you showed there with the glass and with this sword. But then comes up, is it really a glimpse needed to understand this?
Do you understand anything?
No, absolutely not. Exactly. And it's also not needed to understand this.
If we knew what is needed, if there is anything needed after all, I think since thousands of years it would have been said, no? And it is because, exactly, you are never away. It's only in your mind that you feel away or united anyway. The rest is cannot be touched. You see, satsang has like two effects, it looks. Or you are just trapped and you don't ask questions. You are. Or it gives a direction to the mind. I say, to the seeker. Rather than to go to explore everything which is offered in the world, to go back to its source. That's what satsang does, or tries to do. That's it. So rather to spend so much time in trying to empty the mind and so on, I think it's more direct if one is struck by that to ask, but who has a full mind or who has an empty mind? Because it is that somebody which looks like the trouble, it's not that it is empty or full. But it looks like one gets it when the mind is less crowded. But who knows? So ask for yourself, who cares about all these generalities?
When you say Satsang is trying to strike or go back to the source, with source you don't mean arriving at beingness, it's something different.
Who has the experience?
Of beingness?
Yeah,
Somebody?
yeah. So who am I? Not to be distracted by the qualities of that somebody. What? What did you hear?
I always thought when I heard the word source in satsang that it meant resting in beingness, and
Then you know what you live.
Yeah, so now I...
So I am living in the world, I have to work, and I am in emptiness. It's always the same, I.
Yes.
So you never, ever, so far, question I. Who am I? And here it applies, don't land anywhere anymore. Basta. Over. The mind can say so many things, even like in satsang, but it's the mind. From here, it's the mind. So why should you search? It's in the mind, the craziness of the mind. He thought he was lost one day. Oh, boom, boom. Boom, boom. You are resting too much. Do you see that?
No.
So now you mean to say, I'm free for whatever blah blah I tell you? Or no, I didn't. I was not conscious that I was resting.
I wasn't conscious that I was resting.
Okay, now I make you conscious. Okay? I am there to disturb you. If you like, otherwise don't come. I'm more disturbed.
I keep coming back.
Yeah, I see. But you see, it's the mind which comes back. Happy new wedding.
What?
You are. Ah, okay. I thought you were married, that's why.
No, in 1 month.
Anyway.
I don't understand. Why did you say you are resting too much? Can you explain that?
Maybe you can explain?
Because I was resting too much.
Wherever there is time, it's the mind. It's a state which is formed. You cannot avoid it, but know that it is a state. Not more than that. As a person, you can live only states. They come and they go. You cannot avoid that. In the objective world.
Is it possible to live without sense of person? like in the...
To live, absolutely not. The life belongs to somebody. That's why this realization is absolutely not happening to somebody. There is no realization, actually. But one doesn't live like that. One lives with experiences. So. You have to give only a split second in all your life, freed from beliefs. You imagine that? A split second in all your life, one cannot dedicate. Amazing. Because life will continue. Means experiences will show up. Only.
But you just said a moment before that actually there is no realization. And isn't this glimpse a realization?
It's a glimpse. Means you are immersed in some other level of the mind, some background of the mind. Like you see a river doesn't exist, the flow of the river. We are busy always with the flow of the river. But there is no river if there is no bed of the river. So you see the bed. But it's an experience. And the belief that this is realization, so it will be there permanently, this is an utopia. It's an ideal of the mind.
Because I understand realization more as like knowing rather than...
No. What knowing? What can you know? No, tell me, I'm interested. What can you know? Tell me now. No, I'm very open. Tell me what you know. Tell me.
Well, it doesn't go very well in words, but in certain moment you after the glimpse, you know where the glass is, that the glass is there. Yes.
Yeah, but you have not to know. I mean, it's a knowledge, okay, it's a knowledge, but it's not the real thing. What made you express that the glass is there, or that I am beingness? That's what is pointed. Not the experiences coming out of that. Whatever you can know, even if it is in the term, it's undescribable, it's unknown, it is still known that it is unknown and undescribable. There is somebody, so it is the mind. So there is absolutely nothing wrong with that because it's the life. It is part of the life. But don't believe that one experience is more I don't know what to say, let's say like that, real than another one. So let your mind speak this and that, let you experience in this and that, but just you keep, something keeps quiet, let's say like that. And that's what is. I don't even know if I say it well. I know very well with Papaji. With Papaji, he had such a presence that the seekers who were coming to him were easily getting glimpses. It was a blessing, because once you have a glimpse, that works in the search. But of course, as they made it a glimpse means they believe that the experience, they believe that what they experienced was it. They said at some point, I lost it. So they were coming back, I lost it. And Master was telling them, but you never got it. You confused an experience for it. And we all pass through that, I agree. But we have also to hear then what's said. I never lost it, I never got it, so it's not in the realm that I know. It's not in the realm of I am somebody. Okay. And of course the mind will say, oh, then there is another realm, which realm? Don't go there. This is the blah blah of the mind. Don't go there. So the ultimate detachment, or could be, it will be always I who realizes and gets glimpses, so I just drop it. That's what Master was expressing. Keep quiet. No, keep quiet. Whatever is presented, it's the mind. Know it once for all, you can hear it, no? Yet, if your mind presents itself still very strongly, please ask. Please ask.
I understand there is a split second, which is important, but according to you, is there any steps about self-realization?
Not necessarily, not at all. It's different for everybody. So it can be now, just now for you. Because it's not something you have to attain. You are already that, not as a I and you. That's sure. I cannot say much more. And I'm sorry because to speak of the split second, of course, gives a concept. I'm waiting for the split second to happen. It doesn't happen. But the split second is when you don't listen to your mind. So where is the split second when you don't listen to your mind?
I think the way my mind is troubling me now is a frustration that since there's no way for the mind to get any of this.
So don't listen to the frustration. Because it's the mind which wants something to attain.
Right.
I am a hero here and I am, just, it doesn't mean anything. It has nothing to do with what you are. It has to do with your mind.
And I'm not sure I like who I am because it's...
You don't like the way?
I don't like when you say who we are. Sometimes I'm like, why are you so mean to us? That we can never figure it out and... You know
It's not my fault. You complain to that God. This. Go directly, we'll answer you. It's rather amazing how a human being knows only the mind, and of course, what can you figure out? Only dual things. It's amazing, isn't it? It's, rather be amazed than frustrated. It's amazing. And it's still, it's I who says so. But this I has no more problem, he will not start to search in the mind. That's the unavoidable, beautiful consequence.
Say that again?
Unavoidable, I can add, maybe it's very personal, beautiful consequence. To somebody.
Right.
When I manage not to follow the mind, I'm very happy.
Yeah.
But when you ask us to question the I after not following the mind, I say, okay.
No, if you go back to your mind,
If I go back to the mind,
otherwise you don't follow your mind.
it's okay? It's enough. I mean, to thing. I realize I don't question the I when I not follow the mind.
Yeah, sure, you cannot. Sure.
So stay here. I mean, it's enough for this moment.
It is enough. But don't say stay here.
Yeah.
Okay. No, because the words are a bit so. And the mind will follow its life.
And
then that's why you say, you ask this question.
Also because I listen to you and then the mind asks.
But that's good. Because it denounces maybe where you hooked or could hook at.
Yeah.
Okay.
Still a question in my mind.
Yeah.
Realization is to realize all is the mind, all is what is presented is the mind, or is to realize the no I, or something else.
If I knew. It's just the mind coming back, you see, who will say, oh, I always have been myself, everything is the mind. The mind comments. Now, when you know it's the comment of the mind, you are appeased forever, because it's not about the mind. The mind can quickly, if he has a trouble in the life, then suddenly, oh, I'm no more realized, you see, I am busy, I'm detached, I am attached, or whatever. So, it gives the it looks like it gives to the one who reappears, because he didn't die, so it reappears, the power to know what it is not. And there I don't see anything is spared. Everything is not that. Tell me something which is not that. Which is that. Which is not that. So I probably satsang can be given. You see.
So maybe any experience, any sensation, any idea reminds us that what we are in opposite.
So it's in the memory.
No, when we live a special experience, a special sensation, suddenly it appears to me, it was exactly to show me that I was not that experience, that sensation.
You are that as somebody.
Yes.
It belongs to your body and mind,
Yes,
let's
only.
say.
Yes.
Yeah. Are you only a body and mind? This is actually the question to be solved or not.
It's like when you see a film, you see your person, but as an observer. Is it fair? Do you understand that?
Maybe it helps you not to search, I don't know. You can never understand it, because you see, when one speaks of the film and not the film, etc., it's like, it looks like duality still, you see. While, that's why it is said, it's not two. You cannot understand, you cannot make it one, and you cannot make it two. So, good luck. Huh? It's just... I think there is no problem with the search, because exactly there is no more power of the mind to separate or to differentiate. It has this power in the life. Yeah. That's why it doesn't make sense to say, it makes sense when you are still a seeker, but it doesn't make sense when you are no more a seeker to say, oh, I have to be careful because I am lost in my mind. It doesn't make sense, but it's not understandable, I agree. I cannot even myself understand it. It's like, yes, of course, I'm lost in my mind, but the seeker would say, oh, but then I should not be lost in my mind. While here it is, I'm lost in my mind, then what? Ununderstandable. I agree. As if there was anything not that. It's all this mind, you see, this mind is talking a lot.
Is it normal that for some time you need to be in certain directions more vigilant in where the mind is going than into...
As I said, when you cannot help to feel you are still a seeker, then this direction towards the source of the mind means I. I is the arising thought. It's a way to analyze. It's a good tool. It's a good tool. But you are not obliged to believe you are a seeker.
Somehow when this idea of seeking comes, or about the life as a seeker... Like
But then you are somebody in the life. You follow that, why not? It's a movie.
Yeah, but it's related to the search for the self, so I prefer not to go there. So.
But don't search then.
Yeah, so I feel in that direction I sometimes really need to be very cut off, you know. And when I'm drinking a coffee in Koyo, for example, I don't feel to suddenly, while I'm completely in a conversation or something, feel that it's...
I understand. No, as a seeker I understand.
Yeah.
But I just tell you, you are not obliged to feel or to believe you are a seeker. a seeker obliges you to search. And even when you are a serious seeker, you dedicate your life to the search. I did also. To heal one day. But you were never a seeker in reality. You can hear it just now if you like. And I will distract you a lot in Koyo. Tell me what.
Yeah, I try to hear what you say, but I feel that it's I who's doing it. I don't know.
So investigate more.
So tired of this investigation.
You are not obliged to investigate. But if you want to be a serious seeker, investigate more. But when I say you are not obliged to be a seeker, means I erased all the identifications you can have. So don't say, okay, I'm not a seeker, but then you jump on another identification. No. Because you are afraid of that. If I remove the seeker, I will be this cuckoo girl here and there. Yeah.
Sometimes, like I feel things turn around. Like in the beginning of my search, I was very afraid to go into the worldly direction because it was said this is
I understand.
So you go this, then here I hear it's not this. So somehow I have this crazy life, and I feel I need to be vigilant not to fall into landing or to fall into searching. So my vigilance is now more here in this direction,
But you see, if you still consider your life, you have to ask, whose life? Who am I? But once is enough. Once here and there is enough. Yeah, what can I say?
Because I sit sometimes and put this question, but I think I'm...
No, but you put it as a
hope that I will...
Yeah, you put it as... It's not who am I, it's not I alone. There are too many qualities around that, too many beliefs and concepts. When you ask who am I is completely Zen, alone. And where it disappears, you keep quiet. It's not even you.
So I first need to be Zen. I don't understand.
It's a koan, you chew it. I cannot make the work for you. Zen, you know what is the word Zen? Nothing there is nothing. Hardly a little I. Blank. Who am I? And don't consider all the experiences which will pass by. It's I you question, not the experience, not the attainment of that question. how long I can remain in a question? Tell me. It remains if you add something. And it's very interesting, you see, those who did the path of meditation, for example, they eventually arrive in emptiness, okay? More zen than that, there is, but it's difficult, okay? And you see that for some reason, they still practice and they are still someone. So it didn't help to be empty. Actually, it didn't help. There was no progress at all. Progress in a search. But regarding what we cannot know, there is no progress at all. So it is not about the state of I. It's about questioning I. Here's the proof. Some people have been so much more in ascetic, serious belief, and I can understand, it's like that, generally it's taught like that, to be detached, to be desireless, to be empty, to be this and that, all of that kind of realm. And they are not free. They are still not free. Then start to see it's not about looking like or being like, it's about who am I? Good. Thank you. Here it is.
So I've been sitting here, there's this fear that just cripples everything constantly.
Yeah.
And I question it, who is this that feels this fear?
Yeah, but you're concentrated on the fear or on who?
It stops in the moment.
Okay.
But it comes again and again.
And why do you look at it when it comes back? It's the mind which comes back. Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay. Then let the mind make his blah blah. He will soon change the blah blah and still don't trust it. Very clear.
It's clear, but the doubt is that has it not been questioned enough?
Is it?
Has it not been questioned enough? Because it's so constant,
What is constant?
This fear.
But did you see it, no? Because you can describe it, you express it to me.
Sure, right now.
So it's out.
Right now.
So it's out.
Yeah.
You are not something which is out. Who feels the fear? Who am I? Again, don't worry. Again, don't worry. Yeah. You are the one, you are the seer of the fear. You are not the fear. Let the body feel that maybe. You are the seer of the fear. That's what you want to realize.
It's so hard not to get sucked in. Even
You are hypnotized. You're hypnotized. Don't worry, you are the seer. You are the seer already. Don't search for it. You are the seer. Everything else is what has been imposed in this movie. Let it pass. Change the chapter of your book now. You see. It's a wave. You are the seer. What?
I feel blind, like
You are the seer who sees, I am blind. They are waves, only clouds. It's the story of your past. Let it go. You don't need to carry it. Let it pass. Let it flow. I am drawn, I am lost, I am hypnotized, I have fear. Let it flow. Let it flow. You are the one who sees it. That's always there. Let it leave you. And even if it appears you don't care, it's just another thing. Let it flow. Whatever will be presented, let it flow.
It's like I'm being caught at this.
Let it flow. You are the one who sees that. What?
That one cannot be known.
Yeah.
Trying
Don't
to
try
know.
to know it. Relax, man. Don't try. You are It's unique, you're the only one I said to relax. You are the one who sees that good laughter. Let it flow. You are the one who is relieved. Let it flow.
I don't want to delay.
You never delayed. You are yourself. Only the belief that you were delayed is mind. Don't trust that, don't look at it.
There's such a fixation on being free of this. Even though
Don't
I
worry,
know it's
only
not
when you
real.
are yourself, you will be sometimes freed, sometimes not, but you don't care anymore. Know you are, without knowing it, but it's an expression.
Is there not a need to see when one is landing somewhere? This is the dilemma.
From where you spoke, is it needed? Tell me. If you continue to listen to your mind, you will be in trouble. Your body-mind lives with your mind, okay? But no, it's just that. You are not only that, surely. That is included in that. That never left you, that is always available. It's always here. You have no control about your movie. I don't have to. Nobody has.
I'll just speak what's coming into the mind. The uncertainty is about that, because obviously I cannot know that.
Mm-hmm. So the uncertainty
Is about that.
Yeah. But you will never know what it is. Is there anybody there to know? Otherwise it would not be in every being. It's the same for every being. I don't know how I know that, but looks like. Just see that whatever is presented is the mind. That's already a big relaxation, I tell you. Huge. And what's left is what is. Beyond this experience of being or beingness or non-beingness.
So even that's rising, just when the thought rises, no matter what, because it just keeps rising, like it's about freedom, but the fixation is there because life.
I know, but now don't consider it and just allow the life which is your life to flow. It's life which flows. So, who are you if you can see it? You are what can see it. You are what one doesn't see anything for a while. It's like that. Your movie will be like that, with seen and with unseen. With seen and with unseen. You will finally keep quiet.
The last time I was here.
Oh, you go to your memory. Okay, tell me, but now we are in the memory, yeah? What you are is not in that book. The book is included in that. So it cannot speak of from where it is included. That's what you are. And you are also that being, seeing, and having a life. Also. But not only. Surely not only. Anything? You?